the editor of the satirical weekly newspaper, The Onion. He's also helped create one of the funniest books I've read in years. It's a #1 bestseller called Our Dumb Century. It's filled with wrong newspaper headlines throughout history. Please welcome Scott Dikkers. Thanks for being here. Thanks for dressing up.
This is the best shirt I have.
Oh, yeah, the talk show. All right, I'll go as I am. I've talked to you, and I've talked to a couple of the other people that worked on this. I've met them personally. Hilarious. Everyone here at the office just hands it around. We're too cheap to buy more than one. And laughing at these different headlines and the stories that go with it. The Onion's been around for a little while.
Yeah, 10 years. I mean, we just wanted to make a book that people would actually buy and not read in the bookstore while they were waiting, so we made it really thick and packed it with material.
Good plan, yeah.
Yeah, but it's great. After 10 years of doing a free newspaper and a free website, we finally have something that is for sale. So
right, and we
actually get some money from this.
It's doing great. It's #1, I understand, and just to explain, you know, it's hard to know how does this translate on TV. It's very funny, but we just picked a couple of random newspaper headlines.
Let's see how they work on TV.
Hey, good idea. Here's one from the 40s. Betty Grable appointed head of U.S. Army Special Masturbation Fantasy Squadron. Very funny. Oprah secedes from U.S., forms independent nation of cheesecake-eating housewives, and the country's called, what is it, You Go Girl? Is that... Larry King continues steady descent into madness. I'm sorry. That's my favorite.
That's a more recent headline.
Yeah. Kenneth Starr taunts Clinton with "Sittin' in a Tree" song. I love that one because you read the article and that is basically how he gets Clinton, right?
We try to get at the truth at The Onion.
Just sings the song. Do we have any more? Because I do enjoy them. Mr. T releases Pity List 86. He pitied a lot of fools that year, didn't he?
That was a big year for Mr. T, 86.
Was that it? Or is that, I have no idea how many more there are. That was it, Mr. T's. Well,
so it goes back to 1900. The book starts at 1900, goes to 2000. We actually predicted a little bit of the future. So there's a couple of pages in the book that go beyond.
You go up to, yeah, and you go right up to the present. There's one here when Clinton is elected, President Clinton in '92. New president feels nation's pain, comma, breasts. Which... I like that he promised up front that he was going to do these things.
Right.
Do people, I mean, one of the things that I like the most about the book is that you're flipping through and, you know, sometimes people do a parody newspaper and it's telling you this is a joke. These are very realistic. And I'm curious, has anyone ever been fooled?
Yeah, that's part of our plan. We want to fool people, especially in the beginning when they first pick it up. And we still, you know, even though we've been around and people notice us, we had a best-selling book and everything, we still get emails from people who think it's real and they're very upset or very concerned. We did this one story, the headline was, Chinese woman gives birth to septuplets, has 1 week to choose. We got an email from a woman who was very concerned about those babies. And she wanted to let us know that she had posted the story on her prayer website and wanted to make sure we knew that Christians the world over were praying for those poor babies. And
didn't you fool, was it the London Times?
Yeah, the London Times quoted a DEA source from one of our stories. The story was DEA admits winners occasionally use drugs. And
it's not all losers, really. Sometimes.
Here and there.
Here and there, a winner, yeah.
So they did a story about drug use, and they quoted direct from The Onion, this whole sentence from this DEA official, and it was something about 85% of Americans have used drugs or something like that. The London Times. That was like our crowning achievement, I think.
And I'm sure they were thrilled when they found out.
They never said anything about it.
We're just a bunch of wise asses, by the way. You brought some footage with us of a great historic event.
Yeah, well, doing this book, we did a lot of research, and we discovered some interesting footage. A lot of this is on our audiobook, the audiobook version of this, which is a lot of historical footage and famous speeches and whatnot. This is the moon landing, the famous 1969...
Neil Armstrong's
historic first words on the moon. And it's funny, because the footage we found isn't what you remember from elementary school. It actually happened quite differently. So we should roll that.
Let's take a look at what really happened.
Roger, Tranquility. We copy that. We cannot believe you are on the f***ing moon. Repeat, cannot f***ing believe it. Over.
I'm talking to you from the surface of the f***ing moon. G***ing in a chicken basket.
Incredible, right? No idea. Very real service here. The book is Our Dumb Century, and it's 100 years of headlines from America's finest news source. And this, as you can see here, it's just hilarious stuff. People should check this out. Best of luck to you and to everybody else who's put this thing together. Scott Dikkers, everybody. We'll take a break. Be right back. That is our show for the evening. Do want to thank all my guests. Let's hear it for Scott Dikkers and for everybody at the Onion. Support them. Our thanks to Reese Witherspoon. Reese, thank you so much for coming by. Our thanks to Julianne Moore for being here. Very nice woman. Of course, we got our Andy Rector. We have our Jimmy Vivino and the Max Weinberg 7. Stay tuned for later, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.